What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Vaughn to the first, back again for another video. As you guys can see, every Friday we be doing that My Hero Academia. So last chapter, chapter 298, we started off with a flashback that happened before the whole, basically in the beginning of the arc. It was a twice clone of Redestro, I believe, at the Hero Commission, and he ended up attacking the Hero Commission. And so that's something that was interesting that we got, that we've been talking about in the Hero City podcast. If you guys want to go check that out, go down in the link below to my boy Talensy's channel. Go check out the episodes of the Hero City podcast where we talk about the Hero Commission. A lot of times we bring them up pretty much probably every episode or every other episode, but if you guys want to see that, like I said, go down below. And it transitioned into the prison break stuff. So basically, All For One and the Nomus and crew, they ended up getting other prisons around. I don't know if it was prisons just like scattered out like in different places, like in a large distance, or it was prisons that was kind of within the proximity, like around Tartarus or something. I believe it's the former. I believe it was like prisons in different areas in general, but they ended up getting I believe it was 6 prisons that they broke out a whole bunch of villains from. So that's gonna be some crazy shit that's gonna happen down the line. I don't know how the heroes gonna combat against that, especially right now with their whole recovery and stuff. I don't know what they're gonna do, but we'll see about that. And then we transition to the hospital. We seen Bakugo. He ended up waking up. We seen Todoroki, and he had said a line that gave me a little bit of chills. He was basically saying that, you know, Endeavor's not going to be the one to take out Dabi. I have to do that. You know, it's just like in the sense they're both like the different sides of the same, two sides of the same coin. So it's gonna be interesting to see like in the future how that's gonna go about. And also we seen Grantorino still alive. I think he should have died, but it's whatever. I didn't really care necessarily about how he died, but I just want him to die because there's really nothing else he can give, like in like a narrative aspect. Like I don't think he, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think there's nothing more. Like even All Might, there's really nothing more for him to do. Well, you know what I mean. Like he doesn't have a lot more to do in the story. I mean, of course, he's still trying to help Deku, grow and develop to being, since he's going to be the main guy, the greatest hero one day. I mean, I know they didn't say that, but of course, future tense Deku talking about that. So All Might is definitely the reason why it happened. So, but I still think both of them should die pretty soon, I'd say. And then also we seen later in the chapter, we've seen All Might sitting at the hospital bed by Deku, and we seen that Deku is not waking up. They said he's not waking up, so he's in a coma right now. I predict that he's going to be meeting with the vestiges and whatnot. And yeah, so that's where the chapter left off at. So I'm ready for the next chapter, chapter 299. Damn, we're nearing that 300 mark. Let's get into it. The world of heroes that existed on my television screen growing up, I always thought of them as no more than fictional characters. You see All Might and you see Endeavor. Okay, go. What were you doing downtown? Did you think you wouldn't get caught, you damn brat? What were you doing there, huh? Did you sell me out? Who did you sell me out to? Did you seriously think I wouldn't find out? Chapter 299, Troubled Upbringings. So we got some backstory to somebody, huh? Interesting. My wings were tingling. It felt like there was an incident in the town, but it was nothing. So I came back. No one saw me. So we getting Hawk's backstory. Interesting. That's something that was definitely like I wanted to see for a minute ever since the whole Dabi and Hawk situation. So very interesting. Stop lying. You don't mingle with humans. Don't you dare leave the house, honey. The television isn't turning on. What? Who cares, honey? Please don't leave again. Find me the next gig already. They live in a broken down house. They do not clean up nothing. I was told that my father had been a hitman for hire. My mother helped my father avoid being captured, and I was born shortly after. Out of my way. Don't you turn your back on me. To me. How many times have I told you? Sorry. Relying on Tomei's quirk was a mistake. If only Tomei didn't deliver this mutt. Whoa, if only this bastard was never born. Whoa. Hawk's dad is crazy. I can see why Hawks ended up wanting to become a hero now. Shit. He got caught. Huh? What did I do? Keigo, he got caught attempting to steal a car and fleeing. By Endeavor, no less, at that moment. what was once fiction, heroes really did exist. Yeah, so he got it. Makes sense, you know. Endeavor was his guy, and it's crazy because like he's basically inspired him, and the funny thing is that he's the one that caught his father, and that's how he became, you know. So damn, I'll get to that later on. I'll get what I'm about to say. I'll get to that later on. My mother, however, didn't have the skills to keep herself afloat. Let's go to the police. I tried to do the right thing. I don't care how you do it. Just get some money. You're his son, aren't you? Why did I even have you? Damn. And the mother, she's crazy and kind of pretty much suffering too. What are your wings even good for? Wow. Your family won't wait for anything going forward. We'll see to that little guy. Family, is there anyone else you see besides us here? Right? Then in exchange for our full support, you will need to cut ties to your life as Takami and live new lives. Wow. Hawks. Now we're flashing forward to the current situation with Hawks. I see he's in the car and Beth Venus is driving. And Hawks is still hooked up to some shit. Thank goodness I wasn't sure whether you had passed out or kicked the bucket there. Look at that car looking like a Batmobile. Sorry again, I'm the kind of guy that commits to the act. Can't trick them with only half my heart in it. The guy who was able to create those Nomu was in hiding, so luckily the surgery was a success and I delivered your dormant body to Dabi. He wanted to check that there really was a dead body since it was as real as could be. Dabi full-heartedly believed in your death and I passed with flying colors. Okay, that makes sense. That way you would have been preserved in a facility where air could reach you. But really, you'd secretly be brought back to life at the right time. Hold tight. I spotted some trouble. Oh no. It's time for a revolution. From now on, these shops are under Binge Boys authority. Binge Boys. Yeah, now villains are starting attacking everywhere and shit, you know? They feel like they got that freedom to do so. Okay, there's a letter right here. Dear Keigo, I'm sorry some scary men came to the house and threatened me. Demanding I will tell them about our family, so I told them everything about you and about your father. I'm truly sorry, I don't want to be a burden on your shoulders anymore, so I'm leaving. Take care. You make me proud. Did Dabi use people for this? How did he even get this far? So Dabi reached his mama. Wow. Takami Keigo, say goodbye to this name from today forward. Guess it really was my mother that leaked it then. That's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. Like I always say, it's like skinny jeans. No. When the name Takami had been taken from me, the relationship between my mother and I had finally disappeared. I've always thought I was fine with that. What I thought of as being saved was just me turning my back on everything. Is good enough? All might's too expensive. You too, be strong, like this guy, okay? Endeavor. But that, Gina-san, when we're driven into corners, we find liberation, and that's when a person's true nature rears its head. That's why Bubagara was such a great guy. At heart, he was separated to help others. At heart, he was desperate to help others. I also want to be like that. Your wings even good for? Look at that. Oh, okay. Wait, is that? Oh, okay, that's just a flashback, huh? Yep, holding this little Endeavor doll. Even if that Dabi says about the Todoroki household is true, I'm sure I'm not the same now. So what are you going to do? And the first step I have to settle this, and even if it kills me, and the first step is at my beginning. Endeavor-san is in trouble. But yeah, let me go back to like what I was saying earlier, like with his parents, especially his dad. Like I was gonna say that My Hero or Horikoshi does a really good job at like having parents or just people in general like have influence on others and kind of like and oftentimes indirectly helps the said character whose parents or whoever is influencing them. It like indirectly makes them like turn them into somebody that like has some kind of goal or driven to be somebody. Like you see what Shigaraki and his dad, how that ended up going the way it went, with his dad basically have some kind of influence in him, and it even heightened it even more for him to hate, you know, heroes and hero society in general. So, and then with Hawks, same thing, well, not really, but like just the fact that he's saying that he won't be nobody or he isn't nobody, and like, you know, you should never been born. Basically, it's like it motivates Hawks. Even at the time, even though it didn't really seem like it did, he was just kind of like, you know, basically in distraught. But as he got older and became a hero, it motivated him to really be somebody to help people. And then now, what I just read for the last few pages, with him basically saying that that Twice also basically motivated him to be somebody that can save people. And like, what did he say? Let me go back up real quick. He said, where is it? Hold on. I know I went past it, didn't I? Yeah, that's why Bulgaro was such a great guy. At heart, he was desperate to be a help to others. See, so I like that. So now he's taking over, like he's taking on Twice's philosophy. That's kind of crazy. It's crazy. The person that ended up killing him is the one that's taking over his kind of his morals, you know, because now he's saying that Twice was somebody that supported and helped others within his group in the league. And now with the last chapter, the last panel, he was saying that or the last few panels, he was saying that that he's gonna pretty much help Endeavor and that whole the whole Todoroki family. So I like how how his backstory and his basically him being a fan of Endeavor and looking up to him, it really connects to the whole Todoroki family thing. And from seeing what the whole Dabi, Hawks, and Twice thing too, it's like it's connected really well. Horikoshi is doing a really good job with the whole Todoroki line, including Hawks and stuff. And maybe we can even get something with Tokoyami, you know, somewhere in there. I think that's pretty dope. This chapter is very I would never expect. Nobody would never expected this. At first, when I was first reading it and I seen those Hawk stuff, I was like, oh, okay, it's interesting, but like, does it seem kind of like out of place to me because of the fact that, like, you know, it's like I said, we could never predict that anything has to do with Hawks in this. But then again, I mean, it looks like we have been kind of, you know, just checking up on everybody that's like in the hospital, or all the heroes that are like in the main front. So, actually a really dope chapter for us to see, you know. Yeah, and as early as we've seen it, because I didn't even think that we was going to get that deep into Hawk's backstory, like, relatively soon. I thought it was going to be maybe a little later, but now that I think about it, it's kind of a perfect way to do it, because he was somebody also that was injured, and like I said, it was like a main front kind of hero. So yeah, I think this is a really dope chapter. I'll give it a, it's somewhere between a 7 and 8. For me, 7 means good, like it's you know, just good. 6 is like average, and sometimes it can be slightly above average, but it's mostly, you know, it's average, it's mid. But 7 is good and 8 is great, so it's between good and great. I might give it an 8 though, because it was something that I didn't expect, and also it just went deeper into Hawks' backstory, so we got a lot of character development with that. So that's dope, because we get to explore his character a lot more, you know. So that's and we got development and growth. Yeah, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 because we got development from Hawks and growth in the same chapter. Him, like I said, taking over Twice's kind of mentality and trying to support people, and that's like a new stage for Hawks, and the fact that we learned about his backstory, which is the development. So yeah, dope chapter. I give it an 8, a solid 8. Yeah. Okay. But I don't really got nothing else to say. I said everything I needed to say for this. So if you guys want to see more videos from me that has to do with My Hero, that's not necessarily like reviews and reactions to it, if you want to see something like some kind of character analysis or something else, let me know down below. But yeah, pull up to the Hero City podcast. We usually do it on Mondays, not every Mondays, but whenever on random Mondays we usually do it. But yeah, pull up to that on Twitch. But I'll link down to Towsie's channel and his Twitch down below so you guys can see that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys have a great day. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys in the next video. So peace.